Hello, this is Adam Jr. from Systematic Front, and this is going to be a look at how to use double hitch in Madden Mobile 18. Your primary read is going to be to the tight end, but the left outside linebacker is going to be the one who tells you who's ultimately open. Once you snap the ball, if the left outside linebacker backpedals 5 or so yards and doesn't turn around when the tight end passes him, then that's going to be a medium zone coverage, and the tight end is going to be wide open until he reaches the strong safety. If the left outside linebacker continues to backpedal beyond 5 to 10 yards, then that's going to be a deep zone coverage and the tight end is going to be covered. However, if the tight end is covered in a deep zone coverage, it's going to always leave the wide receiver 1 wide open underneath. Finally, it's going to be man coverage if the left outside linebacker deliberately runs with the tight end as he makes his break. With man coverage, it's going to be kind of interesting because you might have all of your routes open or you might have none of them. For me personally, I'm going to be focusing on either the tight end or the wide receiver 1 because they're both on the same side of the field. And if neither of those routes are open, then I'll either hit the scramble button or I'll try to just throw the ball away. Against the 3-4 defense, you're going to be looking for the same types of coverages. The tight end will still be open against the medium zone coverage, but typically in past years of Madden Mobile, 3-4 defenses have typically played man coverage, so if you're going to call double hitch against a 3-4 team, you definitely want to be prepared for that risk-reward of man coverage and be able to hit multiple different reads. If you wanted to, you could follow the same strategy with dime formation. Just watch the dime back and you'd still be able to hit the tight end against the medium zone coverage. However, in previous years of Madden Mobile, dime formation's typically been in man coverage, and with the extra defensive back, it becomes a lot harder to complete a pass. So what you can do instead is, as soon as you snap the ball, just pull up on the joystick, and the QB will typically be able to run for quite a few yards if he can get between the center and the guard. Finally, there's nickel formation. If you see nickel formation, double hitch might be countered, but you won't know for certain until you snap the ball. That being said, what I like to do is if I see nickel, then I'm going to pull up on the joystick, same with dime formation, as soon as I snap the ball. If it's not countered, then it'll allow me to move my QB forward and I'll be able to go forward for about 7 to 10 yards. If it is countered, then the CPU will force me to drop backwards and I'll know immediately that I'm dealing with a countered play. The nice part here is that against a low and medium severity counter, the tight end will be against the medium zone coverage, and so I can hit the tight end for a pretty good gain even though it was countered. That being said, you want to make sure that you're putting a good amount of air underneath the ball, because against low and medium severity counters, the defense is going to be looking for any excuse that they have to pick the ball off. And sometimes they're not going to have any excuse at all and it'll still happen. Between that and some random drops that will happen against medium severity counters, you may consider just after you snap the ball, hitting the scramble button and running the ball instead, or you don't have to worry about an interception. Finally, there's critical counters. You will typically have enough time to get a pass off if you wanted to against a critical counter, and wide receiver 1 is probably the safest place to do so. It'll pretty much always be incomplete. That being said, you may also throw an interception if the defensive back is able to get a jump on the ball, so some people may want to just take the sack instead. So that's my breakdown on how to use double hitch in Madden Mobile 18. I really hope this helped. Thanks for watching and have a great day.